Every season of my life has been characterized by a scent. The jasmine of my youth, the musk of my teens, the absinthe of my young adulthood, the amber of my later years. Each fragrance taints my perspective a bit, colors my lens. Because of this, I cannot be sure if everything I recall is truly the reality of what occurred, or simply the way I sensed it. Either way, I'm certain the truth will do what it usually does and find its way to the surface. My childhood was filled with these kind of hazy moments. Being a black girl in the 50s, a great migration transplant from South Texas to the south side of Chicago, was certainly not without its challenges. Very early on, I learned to see what I wanted to see, when what I actually saw was too hard or too hurtful or too anything for me to handle. I discovered how to make clean breaks from my reality, escaping into my own. This gift, I call it, generally served me well. Generally. My first encounter with the need to disconnect was when I was 11. Anthony was the cutest boy in the neighborhood. At least he was to me. His skin was smooth, as if he was dipped into a vat of caramel icing, smoother than any other 13-year-old I'd seen. He was also the pastor's son. Don't know why that made a difference, but it did. Maybe I thought that made him closer to God or something. In hindsight, his intentions were always as far from godly as anyone could be. But hey, I was a kid. I never stopped to ponder the theology of it all. Anthony also had the best bike in the neighborhood. Maybe even the best of the whole South Side. It was a black and red Murray with dual headlamps and shiny wheels that whispered when he whizzed by us girls playing double dutch or hopscotch or hand games. I liked this boy so very much. So much so, I was willing to risk the lightning-fast whip of my auntie's belt in exchange for borrowing my cousin's bike and answering Anthony's call to follow him into the wooded area of a park near our neighborhood. There I was, breathing heavy and pumping hard on the pedals of my cousin Paul's raggedy Sears Spider, my bottom only barely grazing the ripped leather of the banana seat. I was trying desperately to make it up and down the steep inner city hills that Anthony, with his gear shifts and all, seemed to navigate with ease. Dark and shadowy figures appeared to be hidden behind the tall trees that smothered the landscape. That part of Washington Park reminded me of Texas. It was like a small piece of the South had been sewn into the fabric of the Chicago streets.